Eddie Munson is returning into season 5 of Stranger Things. I know it's a bold claim, but I do have some evidence as to why this might be. I'm sure most of you guys that are watching already know who Eddie Munson is. He was fan favorite character introduced in season 4, episode 1. His quirky personality and I don't give a fuck attitude had fans falling for him. We know that also a bunch of cringy TikToks and videos came up after this, but needless to say, the character was phenomenal. In the final episode of season 4, we see Eddie give his life fighting in the Upside Down.
Eddie! No! Eddie, stop! Eddie, stop! 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 Eddie, what are you doing?
Buy more time.
Don't get me, you sons of bitches!
He had always claimed that in the past that he always ran away, but
I didn't know what to do, so I ran away.
I just ran and I left her there.
this time he did not, which ultimately led to his fate of him being kind of eaten, shredded, beaten to death by a bunch of bat-like creatures from hell. Yeah, great cinematography, but wow, it was pretty powerful to see him there with the trash can lid as the shield, and then his little spear that he had going on. In his final few moments, we see Dustin leaning over his dead body, and this is what we see the last of Eddie Munson.
I think it's my year, Henderson. I think it's finally my year.
Or so we thought! My first question for you guys is, what happened to Eddie's body? We know that Eddie is dead due to that heart-wrenching conversation that Dustin had to have with Eddie's uncle, but there's no mention of a funeral, burial, nothing. This indicates that the body may still be in the Upside Down. As far as other things regarding the Upside Down, we see that Vecna's body was destroyed, but we see that his being / spirit is not completely gone. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. This means that he may need to take on a new physical body for the next stage of his plan, which is destroying the world, whatnot. We see that at the end of season 5 as Eleven and everybody else gets back to Hawkins. There may just happen to be a dead body in the Upside Down that Vecna could take over and use as his host body for the next stage of his plan. Season 5 has been underwriting for about 4 months now, as of 6 days ago. So they're pretty hefty into the writing. If they're not already done with it by now, they may be tweaking some things, having some final things out, but they have not released a final cast list. I've seen rumors on who will be in the cast and who will not be. Obviously, you have your usual suspects, your few main characters that have always been there, the ones that are definitely still alive. There's been no mention if Joseph Quinn, the actor who plays Eddie Munson, if he will be included in season 5 or not, as they have not released an official cast list. But they also did not do this for season 4 up until it was already released, and we did get to see some shots of Billy in there, who had already passed in the previous season. So what my theory is that we will see the body of Eddie Munson, but it will be controlled by Vecna. Whether his voice will be the same, whether he'll have the same tendencies, it's kind of all up to how they would want to do things. I think this would be a really good idea for the Stranger Things writers to incorporate, just because it's such a popular following. Eddie's one-of-a-kind character is one thing you don't see much in film nowadays. His outcast, outlaw type behavior is kind of something fans really were attracted to, and I think this is a great way to kind of keep him in the show and still kind of lean on a little bit of that popularity and continue to build this Stranger Things franchise. I know it's already astronomically high, but why not go ahead and expand on that exponential growth and, maybe try to soak up as much as you can from this great character. All props to Joseph Quinn. His acting was phenomenal. I loved all the scenes that we had with him. I kind of wish we had more, which is why I'm thinking that season 5 may try to incorporate in some of him, whether it's some flashbacks that we see or whether it is Vecna taking over his body and, he's the one destroying the world, which would be pretty badass.
Chrissy, this is from you.
Let me know what you guys think of this theory. If you have any other theories on your own of what may happen in season 5, or whether it's regarding Eddie Munson or whatnot. If you guys want me to dive a little deeper in, I'd love to hear it down in the comments. I'd also like to hear what you guys want to hear about next. But I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving us as of late, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.